Solitude is a must, especially if you have just started looking within and reconnecting with your soul. But it has been a little bit too glorified. When I say solitude or being alone, I don't mean avoiding people because they hurt you. I don't mean hiding yourself because you don't want to deal with what you need to deal with. To me, solitude is removing distractions so you can look within and see what needs to be let go. That creates a space to reconnect with our inner being, with our soul. But before you go through that period of solitude or being alone, you need to know that mental and emotional patterns become louder when there are no distractions. They don't really become louder, and they are already loud in many people, and that's all they can hear. But when there is no distraction, you can just hear them more clearly. And it's not pleasant to see them, to hear those voices. That's the first dark side of being alone or solitude, and that's actually the reason many avoid being alone at all costs. They do anything to stay constantly distracted. But when you know that's going to happen, you will be ready for it. You don't get engaged or you don't focus on those voices in your head. You don't keep analyzing your mental and emotional patterns. You don't try to fix them. You don't stay stuck in those mental and emotional patterns. Going down that road can end in anxiety and depression. But in true solitude, you will learn to detach yourself from those mental and emotional patterns and become an observer and don't let them define you. Then you realize that those mental and emotional patterns or those voices in your head were created once upon a time in your life to help you survive, but they are not serving you anymore. You will learn to let them come and go without getting engaged with them and become a little curious about them, like you are discovering something, but you won't let them define you anymore. The more you see those mental and emotional patterns, the more you can let them go, and the more you hear the voice of your inner being, the voice of your truth. Another dark side of being alone or solitude is that you may develop the illusion that you have grown so much spiritually and emotionally and you're kind of done, while you have just gathered some information, some spiritual knowledge, or you have just developed a new series of beliefs. While you still react in real situations, you still react the same way that you reacted before this period of solitude. So I think it's best to, after a short period of solitude, it's best to reconnect with others in a limited way and with clearly defined boundaries. That way, you don't stay stuck in your head thinking that you have grown so much while you are unable to be with people without getting tangled in their negativity, without reacting the same way you reacted before. So, after a period of solitude, it's best, I think, to reconnect with people. But at first it may feel a little awkward. You may think that you don't know how to talk to people anymore, or you may think that if you feel that you don't belong anywhere, and that's normal. Solitude changes you, but you're also more aware and more mature. You are able now to find new ways to reconnect with people that are more meaningful, that are more soul driven. And if somebody doesn't want that, you respect that. You either let them go or you limit your contact with them. Even monks are in contact with people, they are not in complete isolation. the way that they connect with people is different in different traditions and in different locations, but they are in contact with people. So, again, being alone or a period of solitude is necessary, especially at the beginning, and life may even push you to be isolated for a while. But then, when you feel that you are a little more stable in your core and you are better at grounding yourself, then you can reconnect with others and have periods of solitude throughout the day. Isolation means no contact at all, but solitude means choosing to be alone and choosing to be distraction free. These are two different things with two different intentions. Even holy prophets had these periods of solitude, and they were like in special places meditating and praying, but they always returned to their people, and that's actually the harder part, because then they could see themselves how they can be with people without losing their focus on God. And they were with people as well because they wanted to share their messages. So be intentional and aware when you want to start that period of solitude, or if you have just already started, and see how things work for you, what is best for you, because there is no one recipe that works for everyone. But you will be the one who knows when it is time to connect or reconnect with people. At that time, you will know what your boundaries are and how you can connect with other people. You will be the one that decides how that reconnecting or connecting is going to happen.